Hello, friends. I'm host Eric. I'm host of Talking to Things People. And oh my God, the size of the yawns for be possible for little Eric, but no. I'm pulling him off with a plum, the biggest of yawns. It's just like nonstop yawn fest around here, like this. Wow, that's a big yawn. Mom, you almost interrupted that big yawn there. I'm glad you didn't. Work was a little dull. Our new topic: predictive policing is unjust. It's a very data intensive topic. I've been cutting the shit out of all these cards, talking about methodologies, data. Yeah, I'm having some big yawns for little Eric tonight. Okay. Hi, Jerry, like the mouse. How are you this evening? You got to watch out because the yawns are coming big and strong tonight. Hi, Ghost Rider. Feel free to join me in a yawn if you'd like. Cutting cards, what does that entail? I'll show you. It looks a little something like this. Pow. No, they didn't drown Duck Girl. No. It is true. Cutting cards, yeah. Cutting debate cards, which basically means there's this particular article that I've been cutting a lot of in this particular topic, and it's called Ferguson. I got all these Ferguson cards. So big yawns for little Eric. Ferguson 2016 predictive policing. What you're going to find come on now. What the heck? Well, here's the link to it. I don't know why it's not showing me the PDF at the moment, but this is the article I've been cutting from. What I mean by cutting cards is I take an article like this article I just linked right there, and I cut little pieces of the article out and I put a tag on them for debate. So, for example, this this article, there's a bet you can get the PDF for free. I've gotten the PDF for free. Here. it seems to be, this is, I guess, yeah, here you go. Here's a proper link to it, okay? Sorry, everybody. This is the article that I'm cutting from. And the article is called Policing, Predictive Policing. And as you can see, it's about 60 pages long or so. We've been cutting tonight we cut basically wait, no, that's not the one. That's actually not the one I was covering. I've been cutting this one. The Ferguson one. All 7 versions. That one doesn't have, this one probably does have it. Yeah, here it is. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Now I got you the actual proper article. That one doesn't work, Winston's mom. That's the problem. That one doesn't work because it's got a paywall. This one works. There's no paywall. All right. The Semantic Scholar one works. Anyway, that's the article I'm cutting from. And if you look at it on the Semantic Scholar website there, you'll see that it's got pages 1112 to 1187. We were cutting pages 1153 through 1150 through 1159 tonight. We did the second part of data and we did methodology. That's all we got through tonight. We got still to do social science, transparency, accountability, and practical implementation, administration, vision, and security. These are all like data areas where this debate's going to come down to. So, yeah, that's the article I was cutting from all night. I didn't even get out of that one article. We only made it through. I did the Rand article last time, plus a couple of other little things, but that's the juicy one. That's really the core document on the subject, frankly. Yeah, cutting cards is the boring part of debate. But but you know, it's like what you have to do at the beginning of every topic. You know, you got to cut that shit. So I shared up here a document with 17 pages of cut Ferguson cards, you know. That's just the app. We got some stuff done on the neg too out of there, but that's my job basically, is taking an article like Winston's mom's linked here and I've linked, and then making it into this thing that I shared here, this document, which is designed for debate rather than for, you know, whatever that other document is designed for. To make that big long article useful for debate, I have to make it in something like that doc that I just shared a link to. Dode. Hi, David Sanderson. Dode to you too. Yes, indeed. Dode to you. Dode to David Sanderson. Dode to Ethan McDonald. And Dode to Raphael Breno as well. Dodes all around. If you like Dodes, then you're like me. Because I like Dodes. Can't you see? I think my sister's an ISTP and she really triggers me and simply does not speak the same language. Right, because she doesn't value extroverted intuition at all. It's like my it's like my feelings about Trump a little bit. Like, okay, you're not valuing truth enough. Now, granted, I don't think Trump is 7th slot NI, but he might as well be. $2017. I've been citing it as 2016. 2017 is better. It's more recent. Good to know. Ghostwriter, that's very succinct. Do I like Trump? No, I don't like Trump. Dude, Anderson. I do not like Trump. Well, that's a good reason to think you might be an ESTP then, Ethan McDonald. Is your follow-up question, what don't you like about him? Or, but I thought you loved Trump, or something like that. No, I rather despise the man, frankly. He just has no respect for the truth, basically. That's the long and the short of it. I value the truth a lot. He doesn't. He thinks the truth is there to serve his interests. I think the truth is there to balance against our interests, you know? And it's a fundamental distinction in our worldviews that makes it so I can't trust or respect the guy at all. He is lacking honor. Exactly. Thank you, Winston's mom. You know, not a word I use a lot. Maybe I should use it a little bit more. He is not an honorable man. He is not an honorable man. Absolutely the case. I mean, my FI is triggered by people who don't respect NI, so it's both in that sense. Joel Nathan Henry. How tall is my daughter Delilah? Good question. Pretty tall. I think like 5'7" or something. She's tall for a girl. She seems like everybody else to me. Somebody that's shorter. Basically, almost everybody is shorter than me. So, yeah. Predictive policing. Eric, am I pro or con? No, I don't think she's quite that tall, but she might. No, she's not that tall. She might be 5'8" or 5'9". She's not that tall. Well, she did play a little sports, but she wasn't especially good at them. She was a little bit like me, a little over gangly, perhaps at times. Yes, over gangly. I guess it's a little redundant. It's not like there's an appropriate amount of gangliness. Gangliness, I said, is necessarily undesirable. Eric, I heard an INFJ say that NI DOMs are bad with people's names. Is that true or false? Don't know. Never thought about it before. what are my thoughts on Spinoza? I'm not really familiar with him. I'll give you that. That's a problem with concentrate. Kind of gets you a little bit, you know? Me? What would I buy for clothing? I mean, if I had to spend it all on one outfit, I guess I'd get a fancy tailored suit of some sort. Probably like browns and blues, I guess. Oh, it's positive, Ghost Rider. We are positive around here. Matthew, you're quite the slab jockey today. You're riding in on slabs left and right. Don't be dabbing. You might as well be stabbing yourself up in the face. It makes you cough too much. Not a good man. Regular weed smokers don't like dabs. I think it's fair to say. I do believe it's fair to say that. Yeah, I got a bit of a hairball. So, Ghost Rider, I'm going to let the tarot speak for me about you, okay? The tarot wants you to know this. Knight of Cups. Remember, the K is silent. Okay, I'm tired of you pronouncing it Knight. What this administration has shown us that too many people are for sale. First, the term from the first-time congressman who leave to become lobbyists to Mitch holding back legislation and promoting young judges. What was it again? The Knight of what? I forgot already. I think it was Cups. I think it was the Knight of Cups. Let me look at the tarot guide. Romantic proposals, following your heart, being swept off your feet, sensitive, creative, and peace-loving. That's what you got going on right now. But don't worry, I'm going to give you a second card, Ghost Rider, to make sure your tarot is fully engorged. Ooh la la. The Empress. You can see how serious she is. Look at that face. I am serious. Everybody better watch out, Because I'm an empress and I'm serious. You can see how serious I am. You can tell she's serious, right, Ghost Rider? Let me read you about her, the Empress. It looks like you got a little femininity going on. Some motherhood, fertility, pregnancy, nurturing, compassion, embrace your softer side. Ghost Rider, got a simple question. Simple question. Is there a bun in the oven? I want you to put your hand on your stomach. I want you to kind of give it a little squeeze and see if you feel a little kick from inside your belly on your hand. If so, it's possible you have a bun in the oven. You know, that's one of many reasons why people should just vote for me, but it's a pretty mild thing he's saying there. Really. It's quite qualified, if you'll note. You're Jeebus's mom, huh? Did Jeebus crawl back into your uterus? Is that where he's been? Ghost Rider? That's interesting, Winston's mom. That's also really gross. Well, that's possible. I don't know. No, I agree with you, Hambone. That's why I have my position, which is opposing carbon. I am not. You found no contradiction here. I oppose carbon taxes. Okay, so what? I'm not saying Bloomberg's an ideal candidate. Have I ever studied cold reading? No. I haven't. I've studied this, though, Jerry, like the mouse. Boom! A card for you. You got the 2 of swords. Decision time. Decision time for Jerry like the mouse. 2 swords. Left sword or right sword? Which one do I choose? Which one is sharper? Which one's longer? Which one has a better handle? These are the questions that might be entering your head right now. Beat poetry recital, huh? Beat poetry recital. Boom, boom, pow. I mean, the thing is, I see Trump's dismantling of checks and balances as an attack on the integrity of the grammar of the system in a way that those other people don't threaten to do. So I would say, you're not just talking about degree, but manner. That's what I'd say, Hambone, in response to your very valid point. That's what I would say, Hambone, if I were to say a response. And I was to say a response, and thus I was, that's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. The thing is, I don't know. As a general rule, I tend to not terribly object when people are pardoned. I figure, what's actually being prevented here? More people, more people having less punishment. I mean, I don't know. You guys, I'm not in the mood for hard questions tonight. Let's ask some easy questions, okay? Easy questions only, please. I like only softballs tonight. I'm feeling pretty lazy intellectually. I'd rather not face any hard questions if possible. Like, if you're going to go political, give me the easy ones like nuclear war, good or bad. I'm going with bad. Why do you jazz music influence beat literature? Because I don't know, Countess. That's why, Countess beats the shit out of me. Pew. Dinner with Jesus. Dinner with Jesus. That's for you, apparently, Countess. I don't know. You get dinner with Jesus. You choose what you're eating. Foie gras? Wow. Cool. Foie gras. Countess is having foie gras at dinner with Jesus. Foie gras and veal? An endangered panda? That does sound delicious. Ain't nothing quite as sumptuous as a meal of foie gras, veal, and endangered panda. Milton's a thief, doesn't deserve a pardon. Is that 666 music? I don't think so. Yep. It is, Countess. You got dinner with Jesus, which means you get to choose the menu. Let's see who else is getting the card today. All right, Winston's mom. Don't get antsy. Here you go. Pew! Ooh, 7 swords. Is that what that is? Yeah. 7 swords. Is that a bad card? I think that's a bad card. Let me look. 7 of swords. Deceit, enemy masquerading as friend, underhanded, risky behavior, adaptable, lack of conscience. Well, hopefully that's just sort of like a warning, like I don't know, like, watch yourself, woman. Don't, what's the name of the dinner with Jesus? It's the 9 of Cups, I think. What's the dinner with Jesus card? Is it 9 of Cups? Yeah, 9 of Cups. Wishes coming true, dreams becoming reality, bad times behind you, fulfillment, recognition, achievement. Cameron named it this dinner with Jesus card. When he saw that card, before I said anything about it, he's like, dinner with Jesus. Right on. Right on. Elizabeth B. Milburn. You get the flag card, which tells us to remember it's just a deck of cards. And I'm going to get you another card, Elizabeth B. Milburn. Yes, I am, because you are the fanciest lady with the fanciest lady name. You get this one. 10 swords. Let's see what 10 swords is. I think that's a bad one. Let's see. Overburdened, obligation, burnt out, uphill struggle, taking on too much. End is in sight, though. Keep going, but you are having a lack of fun currently. So, yeah. Remember, the end's in sight. It's just around the corner. Is that how you feel? A little overburdened right now? Like, gosh, the world's putting too much on my shoulders. That's how you feel, huh? I don't blame you. It is. It's putting too much on your shoulders. I want you to just go like this, okay? We'll just go like this. Calgon, take me away. Okay? I want you to go get some Calgon. Do you have a store near you that sells Calgon? If so, I want you to get some Calgon, and I want you to have that Calgon take you away. Just carry you right away on a bubble bath ride to letting your worries go. All right? It's called a Calgon solution. Let the kids bang on the door. Let the ex-husband throw burning bags of poop on your front door step. You're not even noticing it. Why? Because you're in Calgon Town now. You're in Calgon Town. Pretty good place to be. Okay, let's see. Who else is getting a card? The divorce finalized in T-minus eternity. I've been there, woman. I've been there. But let me tell you, before you know it, those final papers are going to go through and you're going to be like, it was like 4% good. See you later. YouTube had a glitch the other day and my cat's face was the thumbnail for Sony's entertainment channel. Cool. No, she shaved her head because she slipped while shaving her face. And once you got a straight stripe, you got to get the whole rest of the head. True story. Joel Nathan Henry, here's your card. 2 of rods. 2 of wands, 2 of rods. You got 1 rod and 1 wand, actually. You get to split the difference, okay? Two paths, decisions, planning, anticipation, restlessness, wanderlust, sudden departure, lack of contentment. These are the feelings that plague your soul right now. Jerry like the mouse, did I pull a card for you yet? I forget. Let's see what's going on with Jerry. He's not like the cat. No, that would be wrong. How rebellious of you, Elizabeth B. Milburn. Well, you're going to get another card, Jerry like the mouse. Another card. You get a different card. Here we go. INTJ boyfriend, not a good idea. Ooh, you get the 7 of swords, Jerry like the mouse. Is that better than the 2? Or worse? It's worse. Huh? Sorry. I'm sure it'll pass. You don't want INTJ boyfriend. INTJ boyfriend gonna tell you what to do, girl. You don't like that. You don't want to be told what to do. You're like, hell to the no. I'm not even gonna shave my head. I'm gonna glue all that hair down where my pubes should be to replace them. I never should have shaved them in the first place. Now you're gonna have a full head of hair down there, motherfucker. Like that, you know what I'm saying? This one's for you, Stephen Rain. This one's for you. 5 swords. One of them's glowing. That one represents your penis. Let's read about 5 swords for you, Stephen Rain. 5 swords. Defeat, walking away, self-sabotaging behavior, fighting back, hostility, self-sacrifice, conflict. That doesn't sound like such a good card, Stephen Rain. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear you got 5 of Swords going on. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. You know what I tell Rachel about how I like her hair? I just tell her, baby, I don't give a fuck what your hair looks like. Why would I care about something stupid like that? I like it however you like it. You know? You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's not going to work. You need to talk to Rachel. She'll tell you. She's had an INTJ boyfriend. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's not going to work for you, girl. You need ENTP. Trust me, I have my own personal experience, which I am generalizing and projecting onto you. Okay? Oh, yeah, the keys. Forgot about the keys question. What's the real reason why you lost your keys? Because you ceased to know where they were, is the answer. Okay? That's why. I don't shame. No need to blame. I got screenshots, mofo. Well, okay. So that's the answer to the question. The real reason why you lost your keys is because you ceased knowing where they were. Number one reason for losing one's keys. I saw it on Family Feud. It must be true. He calls you a salty peanut. I like that nickname. This card is for you, email Anthrax. Ooh, to the Liz. Ah! I believe that's 3 cups. One of them being held by a baby pouring blood on your head. Truth is specific. Truth is a status people afford to certain statements for various reasons, for different reasons. Depends why people are using the word as to what it means, basically. 3 of Cups, let me tell you what the 3 of Cups means. It means today you are going to have a reunion, a celebration, a party, a socializing, a gathering, an indulgence, a happy time. That's what today has in store for you in your future. Okay? You lose your phone on purpose. Boy, INFJs. You gotta, it's like, that's why you don't try to play games with them. Okay? You just, meow. You don't try to play games with INFJs. It won't work. You're just going to be frustrated, ultimately. You don't need to be the TE tool user who's FE polar when you're an FE tool user who's TE polar. Bad idea. Okay? It's a bad idea, Elizabeth B. Milburn. I'm going to pull a card for your INTJ boyfriend. Piao. Look what he's being right now, being with you. He's a fool. He's a fool. He's a kamikaze. He's just flying his little Japanese planes directly into your ship. See what I'm saying? The tarot speaks, dog. The tarot speaks. Adrian B., you want to read, please? Okay, Adrian B., we're going to give you a 3-card read. The thing I call Adrian B's past. Pew! Page of Wands. Adrian B's present. Pew! The Empress. And Adrian B's emerging present, because I don't predict the future. At least not via magical means. Emerging present. Pew! 3 of Wands. Okay, so let's see what those cards mean. How is the past influencing you right now? By the Page of Wands. Yes, the Page of Wands. In the recent past, it's been the case that good news was on the way. You were full of bright ideas, inspiration, optimistic. You were also kind of rushing into things, but confident, finding your passion. Now, in the present, you emerge to a place called Empress Town. It's all about your femininity, your bosom, your motherhood, your fertility, your uterus, your pregnancy, your nipples, your nurturing, your compassion, your velvety folds, and embracing your softer side. Next, the emerging present. 3 of Wands. Travel, foreign land, moving forward, foresight, self-belief, freedom, happy with choices, hard work paying off, adventure. Well, well, well. Adrian B., the tarot has spoken a tale for you, and it is a wonderful tale. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because coming on right now is the beginning of a 3 of Wands moment where you are this old guy who's bald and gets on a boat and he's like, later, bro. And the young guy's like, oh, what do you mean I gotta stay behind? And the old guy's like, I'm out of here, dog. And he pushes him away with a stick. Just like that. That's you, Adrian B. You're that old bald guy pushing that young guy away with a stick. That's true, Stephen Rain. It's one of their more adorable qualities. If you're like me and you're completely in love with an INFJ whose perfection is indisputable, then even batshit crazy is a good thing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This card's for Hambone. I see it seeds. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it deeds. It says, the Chariot. That's you, Hambone. You're that guy with the thing on his face. What do you think? You're this guy. He's got a thing on his face, just like you. That's how we know he's you. You know how you always carry that blue flag with all those stars on it? Same as this guy, just like you. That's you. That's Rachel and me. You got us on the front of your chariot. Thanks, Hambone. I'm very flattered by that, by the way. I appreciate you you putting a bust of me and Rachel on the front of your chariot like that. Are you wearing that because of the coronavirus? I think so. I think you might be wearing it because of that. Are you trying to prevent it? Ghost Rider, Jesus Christ, haven't you been on the bus for like 8 hours now or something? When's the last time I talked to you and you were on the bus? A long ass time ago? Like your Facebook profile picture. Okay, so anyway, that's your card, Hambone. That means you are going to get a new chariot today. That's what that card means. Have you checked your mailbox yet? There should be a chariot in there. Hi, Rachel. It's my beloved, adorable Rachel Epalosa. Are you just saying goodnight to everybody as though you're leaving now? I didn't even know you were here, my beloved perfect angel. You haven't appeared anywhere in the chat heretofore. I haven't even pulled a card for you, my precious perfect angel. Are you talking to me, Elizabeth Mueller, when you say that? You friended me long ago and even asked me a messenger question, but you so important I never hears back, so I was so sad I deleted the app. Are you talking to me? That makes me sad. It makes me really sad. I'm sorry. Makes me want to delete the app. Rachel, this is for you. Oh, you got the same card as whoever got. I'm sorry. I gotta go smoke a cigarette. Well, Elizabeth B. Milburn, even if you weren't sad about it, I know how shit goes. It's like shit's going shitty, and then there's this one thing that's you kind of got a little hope about, and then it's like that doesn't go right either. And this is the curse of being me in general. I feel responsible for other people's feelings. The thought of somebody is like, I can't even talk about the beginning of my relationship with Rachel because I think of ways in which I could have done it better and been more caring or something. And it makes me feel incredibly bad. It's like also like my recent fairly brief foray into dating was shockingly like I am glad to be in a relationship. I'm glad to be in my last relationship. Boy, I am ultimately like a huge softie. If I feel like I've hurt somebody's feelings or something, I feel really bad about it. Unavoidably. It's just I just can't help it, you know. Oh, because her husband's being a dick. That's why. It's interesting, Rachel. I'm going to talk a little bit about your room smoking situation, if that's okay. Um, I have an odd situation here where I'm gonna probably have to have and talk with Rachel's dad about something, right? Specifically about Rachel smoking pot in her room, which is it's funny. It's just funny. Yes, fucking asswipe. That guy's an asswipe, Elizabeth B. Milburn. Let me tell you. So basically, it's like I'm in a weird situation because I have an argument with an ENFP probably, and he's right on TI. I'm right on FI. Okay, so that's weird right off the bat to begin with. I'm arguing the FI side, and he's going to argue the TI side. His argument is going to be as simple as it's my house, and I should get to say whether she smokes pot outside or not. But the problem for him is he's going to lose on both TE and FE. So ultimately, I'm going to win the fight, even though I'm going to lose on TI grounds. I was thinking this out in the car. Because on FI grounds, it's like enough freaking out about this shit. Just give in on the point. It's important to Rachel. That's enough of a reason for you to just give in on it. That's basically the FI argument. And then the TE argument is have any of your ridiculous TE approaches worked in the past? And the answer is no, they fail. So on the meta TE level, it's just bad TE. You're just banging your head against the wall. On an FE level, well, it's like shit you pulled before doesn't play that well. And so, you got to kind of make up for that a little bit. Well, I mean, no, the TI argument is ultimately won by the ownership claim. I don't have to justify rules for if you come in here into my little house out here and start smoking PCP, and I say, hey, you smoke that PCP outside, please. I don't allow PCP smoking inside. You've got to respect that, even if it is arbitrary. Well, you smoke weed and cigarettes inside sometimes, Eric. Yeah, but that's my prerogative. So on that ground, the TE victory is going to be won by the ownership claim ultimately. I don't need to just being the owner means I don't need to justify rules for my thing that I own, But that's ignoring a lot of other factors that come into play here. And there's a history of wrongness on one side and extreme wrongness in some degrees on one side that has to be considered when discussing the matter. And so on that grounds, as a TI sort of meta frame that says when we incorporate other modalities besides just TI, mia, Hey, well, I mean, just because you're smoking PCP in my room doesn't mean I have to inhale the secondhand smoke. I could just kind of fan it away from me. What am I responding to? Oh, that thing about that. I don't. Would start World War III? No. it would be hard to have definitive proof of that. Very difficult to have proof of that that is certain enough, I guess, to carry the narrative. I don't know what such proof would look like. Well, still, that's not a reason why I should make you smoke it outside instead of inside. That wouldn't seem to dramatically reduce my chance of attack. But okay, Hambone, I agree there are better reasons for that than for other things. But like if you were smoking leaves from the backyard, right? Let's just say you had a thing where you like to smoke crumpled up leaves you found in the backyard. You know. Probably for the best, Elizabeth. Probably for the best that you don't start smoking meth, you know. Might as well not go there. Yeah, I smoke a lot of weed too, Elizabeth B. Milburn. I want to hug Rachel INFJ to INFJ friendly hug. Okay, well, we will meet you at some point, Luis Dizon, and I will be okay with that if Rachel's okay with that, okay? I'm not that jealous a boyfriend. I'm a pretty jealous boyfriend, but not that jealous. I like that entrepreneurial attitude, emailed Anthrax. Perfectly okay to make and sell a product you would never yourself use. Oh wow! You haven't talked to my leaf smoking friend Leafy. My leaf smoking friend loves to come into my house and try to smoke leaves, and I say no, don't do that. Wow, look at that. um I'm sure it is too, Luis Dizon. I don't doubt that it will happen one day. Rachel and I are going to go around. We're going to see people. We're going to high five. We're going to definitely high five. Rachel, you and I, we're going to high five each other like all the way as we people. It's going to be constant high fives. When things get a little heated up, we might move to chest bumps, at which point we'll probably take a break, pull over, go to the back. That's a good place to learn. It's a good place to learn entrepreneurialism. Emailed Anthrax. Oh yes, CJ O'Connell. You better bet. You better bet. I fully enjoy my delightfulness. What was the effects of other psychosubstance? It was all like, yeah, roses. Roses indeed. Oh, that was to Elizabeth. Okay, CJ O'Connell, thanks for bursting my bubble. Thanks for bursting the bubble of my sexual virility. That's what you've done. Thanks. Thanks a lot. I was feeling pretty good about myself finally. Alcohol was worst, heroin second, meth third, and mushrooms least. Email Anthrax doesn't want a hug? 7 grams of what? No, I haven't heard of the Stone Ape theory. I think stoning apes is wrong. If they've committed a crime, we should put them in jail just like regular human beings. Stoning them is barbaric, and unless they committed adultery, of course, in which case it's fine. Rachel and I have been sleeping pretty good. What type is most likely to snort white powder, bump their chest, and go, Any type that snorts white powder? I guess would be the best answer. Yeah, sometimes sherms are hit and miss. Elizabeth B. Milburn, they're a little hit and miss. The last time I got sherms, they were pretty weak. I tell you what I'm going to do for you right now, Elizabeth B. Milburn. This is not something that I do for everyone, any day, any time. Only for special circumstances like this, because you need it. That's right. I'm going to transubstantiate you a bong rip. I can tell when a person needs a transubstantiated bong rip, and you're in need of one right now. Well, I'm here with my heroic ways to bring the heroism of a transubstantiated bong rip to your brain. From my lungs to your brain. Now, if I could only find my transubstantiation lighter, which is kind of important, I might have to use a regular lighter to transubstantiate, which it's about half as effective probably. But I may not have any choice since I don't seem to be able to locate my transubstantiation lighter. Well, where did my transubstantiation lighter go? Is a famous children's song. It is. That's a famous one. That's the sort of children's song we can all like and enjoy. Well, Elizabeth B. Milburn, I'm sorry. But I'm going to just have to transubstantiate this bong rip with a regular lighter. I don't blame you if you want to complain to YouTube. Oh, wait, there it is. Never mind. I safely avoided a complaint. Okay. Phew. That was a close one. I almost got in trouble. It was not behind the sofa. It was in front of the sofa, Countess. Good guess, though. Good guess. Good night, my precious angel pants. If Rachel was a crab cake, it would be made of lump angel meat. Here we go. Want big fire. I'm going to make a big fire for you, Elizabeth. Bigger, not smaller. It's like crazy camp or something. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. It's totally inappropriate camp for her, probably. I think it might be drug and alcohol camp or something. It's an insurance thing. It's like she gets her meds and she goes to this thing and she goes to camp, Well, the torches, I have no propane for the torch right now. So, but this is a specialty torch that I got in Arizona on a official Yalorian journey. So it's about me suing YouTube for $0 to get my strike removed because it's unfair. Well, it's possible I'm going to have some conversations with some of these people. Like, It's not really in Rachel's wheelhouse to be like, hey, go fuck yourself. That's more my milieu. That's more my, not milieu. Well, it's like, I'm not exactly sure, but angels are butt naked. They don't need clothes. Well, as far as I can tell, as far as I'm concerned, Rachel doesn't need clothes either. But she doesn't even leave the house and everything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying can the president be impeached for smoking weed? Possibly. Gufoy? Go Fuyo. Go Fuyo. Go Fuyo. I tell everyone to go Fuyo. Not you guys, though. You guys shouldn't go Fuyo. Like, let's say I'm in Washington, D.C., and no, I can't do that because that would be running afoul of my own principles about what the president's power should be. The only reason I would want to make such an executive order would be to challenge it by the Justice Department. And I don't want to challenge that particular executive order because, I want to smoke weed. So basically, I think it is legal in Washington, D.C. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not in the White House. I might have to like go walk out to the sidewalk or something. Smoke it. That would be funny. That'd be funny if I was president and I had to go walk out to the sidewalk to smoke weed. I'd be out there all day long. I'd be just conducting the whole day outside on the sidewalk. Look at everybody, we're moving the Oval Office out of the sidewalk because I gotta pull balls. This is ridiculous. You think pot makes them stupider and night owls or lazier? No, it doesn't make them either. Look, pot is not a problem as far as I can tell for anybody. I don't know the answer to that question either, Hannibal. And you guys are asking some you're asking some tricky constitutional questions there. I don't know about that either. I think smoking weed didn't hurt Kimberly any. She was an SI dom, smoked a lot of weed. I don't really know any other SI doms who smoke a lot of weed. You lose brain thoughts, but your body thoughts are unaffected. Look, here's the thing about smoking weed. When you first smoke it, if you don't smoke it very often and you only smoke it occasionally, then in fact it will affect you in ways that are somewhat describable. Heaven forbid, email Anthrax. Heaven forbid that you end up more in the moment. I'm pretty sure you don't get to get the White House in a divorce. I'm sure that Rachel and I will be perfectly happy in the White House. My dad reads The Economist. We get it here at the house. Quora to the rescue, indeed. That is a pretty good bong rip right there. I enjoyed that one. Why would I go to the doctor when I can cure myself of almost everything, but I can't prefer surgery, so I've been to doctors. I'm happy in any house I don't have to clean. Sounds like an INFJ. Personally, I don't drink any alcohol. I doubt he has an opinion about it. I mean, I have an opinion about it, but that's because I'm a debate coach and I read cards from all different kinds of sources. So if you ask me about sources, I'll tell you, yeah, it's obviously a political think tank. It's pushing a certain kind of agenda, but that doesn't necessarily make it bad evidence. Can TE Polar succeed in formal education? Sure. Because a lot of education is TI, NE stuff, NI stuff, not necessarily TE stuff. Some of it's more TE than others. Well, that's a good reason to not drink it, I suppose. Uh, yeah, especially since you were married for 8 years. Well, no problem there. Yeah. Well, neither Rachel or I drink really. We both just smoke weed. I was 20 years married. Yeah. Well, hence the divorce. Inevitable once that happens. My mom is in the home where she now resides and probably will for the rest of her life, you know? Well, dude, I mean, you're with an FE polar person. It's not, the marriage is not going to last if you're an FE tool user. It's just crazy talk. Um, I'm sure it wasn't thriving at the time, you know? I'm glad you're home, Ghostwriter. You should relax. You should pull yourself a couple bong rips, watch some TV, or just do this. It's fine too. TE Dom cannot be with TE poor. I would suggest that would be a poor idea. A very poor idea. Are you got even with you? Can everyone name a color without any of us repeating the color? Yeah, I'm sure it's frustrating. Well, of course you love chatting with Hang Interior. People who are FE tool users are very good at making you love chatting with them. Are EHPs really useless or are they just not being used properly? Both. One or the other. I would say I'm not being used properly, but at the moment, the best use for me is an FI thing, which is selfish. It's like, I'm definitely useful to INFJ. I'm useful to Rachel. I know I'm useful to Rachel. I know I'm important to her. So I like that a lot. That's one of the things about being a EHP is we we need some sort of concrete way of knowing that we're useful and valuable and important to somebody, you know? So I like that a lot about Rachel. I feel I can successfully be responsible for her feelings. I will make sure her feelings are always well cared for because, you know, I'm like, huh. I mean, that's why it's said that the two types make each other lazy because she's useful to me in making me feel good, but not necessarily making me useful to a larger populace. We've figured out the philosophical. Well, thanks, Elizabeth B. Milburn. That's very flattering. I appreciate it. I feel, I feel emo in general because I'm not on any Adderall. My knees are shaking. I don't know if you can tell that everything's shaking up and down a little bit or not. But did somebody say puce yet? Anybody say puce? I'm gonna throw in puce. Puce. How do you spell puce? Probably. Has somebody already said it, or that's how you spell it? So yeah, I agree, Hambone, that my usefulness chain is a circular reasoning chain of usefulness. That's not a color, Joel Nathan Henry. That's a description. Now I'll tell you a color. Here's a color. Burgundy. Burgundy's a color. Susie. Susie's name is Susie. Baby poo color is not a color. I don't think we should include colors like Navajo, okay, or Indian summer. Indian summer, you could say is a color, right? Or the color of my daughter's bedroom when she was a little girl. One enchanted evening. That's what her color was called. Was it really one enchanted evening? Was that the color of it? No, it was some shade of purple. Okay. It wasn't one enchanted evening. It was a shade of purple. You might say it was lavender. Maybe it was purple. Maybe it was grape. But you can't say it was one enchanted evening. Okay. That kind of color doesn't count. That color can't count in this game, or else anything is acceptable. Right? Exactly. If it doesn't have an HTML color code, it doesn't count. The color happy does not count. What color is ED47652? That's the kind of color code I want, Ghost Rider. I want HTML color codes only. Neon yellow, not a color. Not a color. Let's reject Stephen Rain's offering of neon yellow. Clearly not a color. That's a color with an adjective in front of it is not a color, okay? Pepto Panther, clearly a variant of pink, but still not a color. 235236 is not a color. Not a color. Lilac. Lilac's a color. Has anybody said lilac yet? I don't think so. Lilac. That's a color. Cheetos. Cheetos is not a color. Okay. Melancholy Mota. There we go, Hambone. That's the color. That's the kind of color I want to see. 00FFBB is a great color. That's one of my favorite colors. Oxidized menstrual. Oxidized menstrual blood is not a color, Rolling Henry. It's called brick. Okay? It's called brick red. The Economist subscription costs you $500 for 1 year? That's ridiculous. Why is it so much? Vaginal blood sploosh splash party is not, that's not a color. That's just red. Okay? Navel jelly. I think we do have some navel jelly in the garage. Got all kinds of that sort of stuff. We got everything. I bet Dave Strauss has them. Yeah. Probably. Spare is a color. Okay, how about this? Spar is a color. What about cobalt? Cobalt's a color. I claim cobalt. I claim cobalt for the cobalt team. Hey, it's Matias Sanchez. Cobalt. Hi, Matias Sanchez. How you doing? I hear you're made out of cheese. Salisbury steak is not a color, Ghost Rider. No, no, no. What color is my mood? Salisbury steak. The color of how my balls feel when I scratch them after pissing. That's not a color, Hambone. You're getting it all wrong. You're getting it all wrong. You didn't type what? Salisbury steak. Well, it's how about this? How about this? Flaming hot Cheetos is how my balls look after a rough night. Ivory. Ivory is a color. Ivory is a color. Naturally, you're gonna say ebony. Sure, we'll just toss ebony in the mix right now. Get Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson going on here. Okay, violet. Violet's color. No disputing that. There's no disputing Rasputin, as they said in Russia that one time. I think what counts as a legitimate now I want to go back and reread it. Boy, that's some INFJ level carefulness there. I think it was fine. Oh, that's horrible. I feel so. Somebody said red. Did anybody say green? Green's a color. I don't know if there's been a teal yet. I'm glad to see teal make the mix, though, here. Has there been an aqua? Aquamarine? Aquamarine is a good color. Also, of course, periwinkle. You can't you cannot disallow the wonder of periwinkle. Because remember, it is the color of my anus. The color of my mood is the surf at Panama City Beach, Florida. And what color is that? Black, gray, charcoal, turquoise, teal, Salisbury brown. Salisbury brown is indeed one of my favorite colors, for sure. If you don't like Salisbury brown, what's wrong with you? Have a frown. Beige is a good color. So is cereal. Smaragdine. Smaragdine. Is smaragdine a real color? Smaragdine. Smaragdine cannot be a real color. I don't think nobody said no cyan yet, Hambone. Nobody says cyan. I think you get the Homestead cyan. It's a good color. It's part of that whole RCYB thing. It's a good one. No, I found it. I found objectivity. The search for it is over. CJ O'Connell. Okay? Indigo like my butthole, you say, Goss Charles. That is a lovely color. Yes, it's true that the hole in my butt is periwinkle. It's true. Eggshell's a color. I'll give you eggshell. I'll give you eggshell. How about let's see. What about sunflower? Is sunflower a color? Did somebody say charcoal? Oh, meow, my P and P. Did you forget to mention what a wonderful kitty you were? He's like, I need some more food. I don't really like this leftover tuna. Well, sweetie, I don't have any more food for you right now. I don't want to go to the store right now. Going to the store right now sounds boring. Salisbury brown is definitely a really good color. We could. Chinese blue. Oh, it's got to be a one-word color. That's a good limiting principle there for this game here. A one-word color. I think emerald counts as a color, you know. I would say I don't know if azul would count. That would be in Spanish. I think it's another good limiting principle. Of course, there are plenty of colors that do have more than one word to them. For example, I would say fire engine red is legitimately a distinct color. People know exactly what red you're talking about when you describe it as such. Tortilla is a color. Hamon, why you want to stretch it like that? Cherry, I agree. Cherry, you got yourself a color. But Hambone wants to stretch colors. He wants to give us tortilla. Come on now. Is that really a color? I don't think tortilla is really a color, though. It's not a color first. Before it's a color, it's a food. I think we can all agree on that, right? Well, but see, okay, look, fine. No, don't even bother saying it, Hambone. Don't even bother saying it. I just don't even say it. I don't want to hear it. Yes, okay, coffee's a color, and yes, plum's a color, and yes, cherry's a color. And they started off life as foods too. I know, you got it, I get it. You don't even need to say it. But I still say that tortilla is not a color. Tortilla does not count as a color. Okay? Tangerine, color, yes, for sure. Taint, a color, yes, definitely. Taint is a color. It's kind of a grayish, brownish, greenish, mucusish color. It's gross. Cream is a color, yes. Cream is a color, for sure. It's the color of cream. A very specific color comes to mind. It's a yucky color for sure. Also, like, I would say, open sore is a color as well. It's kind of reddish, yellowish. Global warming is orange. Sky is a color. I agree. Yeah, same with global warming is two words as well. Bubblegum could be a color. I think bubblegum's a color. It's a shade of pink for sure. Bubblegum's a good color. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. Are you gracing me with your presence, or are you telling me you want food? You just want food. I dream in color. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair. So which one of us is winning? I think it's me. Kitty Freshness Pants is a color. It's the color of beauty. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. What a wonderful kitty friend. Yes, Daddy loves you. And he thinks so highly of you. You and your regal glory, our majesty of wonder. Oh, my regal glory. Oh, my majestic wonder, kitty. Your regal glory is constantly astonishing me again. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's good loving. I know what you want, baby. You want food. Because Daddy ran out of food and he gave you a can of tuna, but you don't want to eat the leftover tuna now. There's no more food still. And now I'm out of tuna too. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to have to go to the store. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do? Am I going to have to get up and go to the store? That doesn't sound fun at all. It's cold outside. But you're hungry. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go to the store. Kitty doesn't want to eat an egg. I already gave her my tuna. Whip it up with some milk. She'll be fun until morning. You want me to try that, Kitty? I don't think my dad has any milk, is the problem. He probably does have eggs. I could make her bacon, maybe? You think she'd like to eat bacon? I don't know. I got ice cream. She might like some ice cream. We've got vanilla ice cream. Do you think that you should have to cook the egg? That sounds hard to do. Bye, Countess. Have a good evening. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. I'll have some cheese if I can give her. Can domesticated cats kill each other? That's a horrible question. I hope not. Maybe in a fight, probably this happened, but it would be kind of a freak accident. I would get, since almost always they don't. I don't think we have any milk. Punch. I mean, she has some leftover tuna right there. She's really hungry. She can eat it. It's just from this morning, or yeah, this afternoon even. I don't remember when I opened it for her. She'll be fine. I don't need to go to the store. Going to the store sounds like such a pain in the ass. I'm enjoying resting. That's what I mean by lying here, talking with everybody. It's fairly restful. It's fine. She just eat if she gets hungry. I know she will, because sometimes I've left tuna there for a day, and at the end of the day, it's all gone. That's a terrible color, John Nathan Emery. It's kind of orangish brown. Oh, my kitty freshness is so adorable. Sorry, kitty. Ochre. Ochre is an interesting color. OCHRE. Yeah. Mahogany is a color for sure. I think most of your trees count as colors, But you see, this is a cat that really keeps herself clean. She's a clean cat. She's a good licker. She licks her fur every day, keeps it nice and clean. And ochre is kind of like brown mustard. Hey, PP. No, she's busy right now. I want her to talk to you guys, but she's busy. Is it okay to listen to her sing Christmas songs even though it's not Christmas? Absolutely. And in fact, I think we should sing one right now. Here we go. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and endless sleeve, 1,000 years go by. And in thy dark streets shineth 1,000,000 pounds of cheese. And through the ways of endless blaze, 1,000,000 pounds of bees. There. What do you think about that? Was that Christmassy enough for you? You want another one? I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. And gay rappers brew beer. My tissues are very listless, and gay rappers brew beer. That's one of the songs that I like to sing at Christmas time. The censors have more contentment than we do. They are slow and steady, and in the end, they win trophies for all sorts of good stuff. They're good for the most part, just unaware and content. Ah, the joys of awareness and discontentment. Nothing could be more joyful and non satisfying than aware discontentment. I love being aware of how little contentment I truly have in my heart. The joys of intuition. Shower me with more of the joys of intuition, whereby I get to be fully aware of how I shall never know true satisfaction. Is that what you're saying? Pretty much. I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, there's a little bit of a meta awareness is a bit of a curse thing going on in the universe. It's true. I'm not gonna lie. It's true. It's as true and pleasing as Luis is Deason. Luis Deason, I'm gonna pull you a card. What kind of card are you gonna get? A card that makes you say, hello, bet, hello, jet. And here I get a card that I pull for you. Yeah. Peow. Ooh, you got the chariot. You got the chariot. Pretty good. Good for you. Who you warning about? You warning me? Twinning. Exactly. Hambone, you got the same card as Luis Dizon. Luis Dizon, you got the same card as Hambone. Congratulations. That makes you guys tarot twinsies. Tarot twinsies. How you do? Tarot twinsies. Take a poo. It's been a long day. It's been a long, difficult day. I have been limited in my capacity to nap. I'm hungry. I haven't had any dinner. Frankly, you know what I had to eat today? I had half of a Salisbury steak. I had 2 donuts and a large Coke at Winchell's. That's all I've had to eat. That's really not enough food. Plus a bunch of cups of coffee. What I really should do, if I were going to do something that was smart, if I were a doer of smart things, what I would do right now is I would go to the supermarket. I would get the cat some food and concurrently get something from the supermarket deli, like 6-hour old fried chicken or something. Now, that sounds like a meal. I'm hungry finally. I finally got hungry. I haven't been doing anything, so I'm not getting very hungry. It's like I just lie around all day. On the other hand, I could save money on food and just eat more frozen food, but it just doesn't sound that good right now. It sounds kind of like one half meow, one half mew. You know what I'm saying? That meal plan is a vibe, relatable. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, you know what? It's sold then. I'm sold on this plan. I'm sold on this plan. The supermarket closes, I'm pretty sure, at 11. It's 10:15 right now. So I figure I could probably spend another 5-10 minutes live streaming. Dirty shoes? Oh, no, no. I only keep my clean shoes here, Nicholas. These are my cleanest of my shoes right here. They're super clean. To be honest, I don't think that's true, Pizzulo81. Yeah, I don't think that wisdom and solitude correlate quite that well. Pretty sure they don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go get myself some chicken. I am. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna gather my stuff, I'm gonna go pee, then I'm gonna end this live stream, then I'm gonna go get chicken. You know what? I bet. I mean, Kitty might like a little bit of chicken too. I'm getting Kitty some food too, of course. It's the main reason I'm going out. If I didn't have to go get Kitty food, if I could only kill one bird with a stone, that would be one too few birds to kill. So there'd be no point. But since I can kill at least 2 birds, fine. I'll go kill the 2 birds. Yeah, I love getting food that I don't have to cook too. Oh, noble beast. Truly the most noble of all beasts. If you've ever wanted to see nobility in beast form, it's your lucky day. Because this is the most noble of beasts right here. If you're a noble, noble kitty, you're a beastly, beastly cat. She's coming over here because she wants me to give her food. All right, I'm going to go get food in a minute. Kitty, kitty, meow, meow, pants. Just because your maiden name is Kitty Meow Meow Pants doesn't make you more important than the rest of us, okay? I need to eat too, you know. Oh, the power of your any freshness, the power of your any truth, the power of goodness and glory, the power of your any Ruth, the power of urine that's streaming down into the sinkhole below, the power of urine is gleaming, The power of burning is blow. All right. Well, Kitty's being pretty clear about things right now. She's not happy about the lack of food. She's making it pretty clear. I could go get chicken and waffles. That'd be a little bit of a drive. Let me go to a Waffle House. Huh? Waffle House is cool. I like Waffle House. Waffle House is where I had that hilarious incident with the lady in Arizona, where she had trouble with the math, and it was okay. Nicholas Watson, that's a little bit blue. Can I get a little moderation up in here, please? I mean, it seems arbitrary, though, right? It's like I make these kind of jokes, and I don't know. I don't know where the line is. Okay, so anyway, you want some Southern Woman made by some biscuits? It's a good idea. I'm going to go get myself some food and some food for my kitty meow. And that means I'm going to have to say good night, sweetheart, because it's time to go. Thanks very much. Yeah, tasteful enough. Yeah, you're right, Hambone. He was. Your discretion is better than mine. You win the argument. And you win the status. Tasteful enough, Nicholas Watson. Congratulations. Congratulations. You are tasteful enough. Good night. Thanks for encouraging everyone to hit like, Winston's mom. You're a pal. You're a thumbs up. They're just like, yeah.